Oh man, it's popping. It's popping. It's popping. Alright, what's up guys? Doing another meal prep, and I'm actually going to show you what I'm cooking, how I'm cooking it, instead of showing the finished product. So, what we're doing a typical breakfast, which consists of 4 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, and 3 turkey sausage links, along with some mushrooms. And I also have it with cheese, reduced fat cheese. However, I put that on after I warm up the eggs each morning, so I won't do that as a prep. There's really no need to. And then lunch-wise, I'm going to do something different. I got this, which I just lost. Okay, I'm back. Let me try this out. These are turkey bratwurst, lean. Macros on these are, for 1 link, 170 calories, 10 grams of fat, 2 carbs, 17 grams of protein. Now, along with this, I'm going to mix it up with some bell peppers. I have orange, red, yellow, and green. So I'm going to cut those up. Third thing I'm going to prep is chicken breasts. Now, we are back again. Okay, and this would be my last meal that I would have each night, minus half a scoop of whey before I go to bed. Got this. This is marinade. This is Lawry's herb and garlic with lemon juice. Really tasty. And it's 30-minute marinade. Macros on this: 1 tablespoon is 10 calories, 2 carbs. It says less than a gram of sugar, 0 grams of protein. So how you calculate this in your macros? How I do it is I look for these things and make sure they have almost no sugar whatsoever, and the least amount of carbs. So I poured half a bottle, okay, into this bag of chicken, which is now marinating. This chicken is about 1.5 pounds of chicken right here. So you figure once I cook it, carbs are really going to be insignificant. I mean, in there, basically there's 24 servings in here, so I poured out half this container. That means I did 12 servings. 12 times 2 carbs would be 24 carbs in this bag. I'm not going to drink all this liquid in here. I'm going to eat whatever the chicken is over. That's it. So it's going to be real minimum. I mean, 10 maybe at the most. And since my carbs are so low, it's only 30 grams a day of carbs. And my carb source, my main carb source is nuts. It's almonds and peanut butter. That's it. So it's really not going to make that much of a difference having this. Now, if this was low with sugar, which some of them are, then that could be a different issue, which you want to avoid altogether. And I'm going to make some spinach with it. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the turkey brats along with the peppers. Alright guys, so before I start making the turkey brats along with the peppers, this camera. The camera's using my phone, or I'm using the camera on my phone. So the quality might not be as good as the other camera I used to have. The other camera I used to have is not working too well right now, so I'm looking to invest in another camera. If you guys had any suggestions on cameras, leave a comment below, let me know. Right now I'm shooting on a Galaxy S5, so anyhow, the peppers. So basically, we're going to cut these peppers up. First things first though, you need to wash them. And, you know, I do cook all my food, unless, of course, it's a cheat meal or something like that, then I'll go out. Normally, with this stuff, the peppers and stuff like that, I would get them already cut up. But, the Walmart I went to didn't have them cut up already, so spend a little bit of time, cut these suckers up. So what I'm going to do is move the camera over here. You guys can see. Alright, again, so I got the red, yellow, orange, green. Cut these up. Alright guys, peppers all cut up. Next step is, now there are multiple ways to cook a brat. One obvious way is to grill it. Another way obviously is to use a skillet. Set this camera, level this camera out. I am going to boil the brat along with the peppers all together. Now, you could add some onions in there as well. However, I'm not going to do that. You can also boil the brats in a can of beer. You know, it's adds a little more flavor. However, I'm not going to do that this time just because I've never had these turkey brats. I've had regular brats plenty of times, but not turkey brats. So I want to see how it tastes first before I start changing things up dramatically, and just keep it simple for now. So what I'm going to do is get a pot, get that to boil, and once that's boiling, I'll throw everything in. I'll check back with you guys when that happens. Alright? Alright guys, water's boiling as you can see. Bam. So let me put this over here. Let's see here. Fix that. That's way crooked. Down a little. Whoa. Down a little bit. There we go. Alright, so while that is boiling, I will put the stuff in there, but I just want to point out something. I also have my oven preheated. It's actually, yeah, it is preheated, 375 for the chicken. And with the chicken, what I'm going to do is just get a baking tray, and I put foil on it, and I sprayed the foil with non-stick cooking spray, so the chicken doesn't stick to that. So first things first, the chicken is going to take the longest, take about 45 minutes, 60 minutes, depending on how thin or thick the chicken is. So let me get that out. You see here, it says marinate for a good hour. Now, it's always good to let it marinate overnight, but I need to eat this tomorrow, and I'm not going to have another hour tomorrow to cook this stuff. So what we're going to do is open it up, and I should probably move the camera again. There, chicken, and basically, I'm gonna get my hands dirty. I'm just gonna take out the chicken. Again, this is about a little less than a pound and a half of chicken in here. I'm just gonna pop these on here, and I probably put maybe a little too much marinade in here, more than what's probably required to put half the bottle. Probably need maybe a quarter of the bottle. I put twice as much as what they recommend anyways. So anyhow, it's all good. Alright. Like that. So even though it's a pretty good amount of marinade, I'm just gonna pour the leftover on top of all the chicken on here. Make it real juicy. Again, if this was loaded, if I'm cutting and I'm not going to use any marinade that's loaded with sugar. So it's on there good. Throw this away. Okay, so we pop this in the oven. Set my kitchen timer for 45 minutes. Alright, next up is the brats. So, the camera back here. Oh, let's go like this. There we go. Okay. So, the brats right here. Again, turkey brats, these are lean. I think they make sausage too, so that might go good with maybe some spaghetti. But again, I'm on 30 carbs a day. Can't have that good stuff only on my refeed day, which is about every 5 to 7 days. So take these out, and probably throw in the peppers in here. You guys can't really see the stuff going in, but I'll show you guys what it looks like once everything's in there. Now cooking time. It's a little tricky. Some people definitely boil brats and then take them out and go ahead and grill them. I'm not doing that. I'm strictly just boiling them. So kind of eyeball the time here. Direction in the back just tells you how to cook on the stove top or grill. And it just says to cook to 165 temperature. So let that cook. One other thing I forgot to mention with the brats is that I'm gonna make bacon with those. I'll do that a little bit later when these brats start going. So I'm gonna let these cook for a while. And actually, let me show you what it looks like before I forget. All right. So you can see everything's in there. And as far as the water, all I do is put just a little bit of salt to get the water boiling a little faster. So again, it's just the peppers and the broth. So I'll let that cook, let the chicken cook. Check back with you guys in about 20 minutes or so. Alright guys, brats are all done. I put it to a different burner, let it cool off a little bit, or took it off the burner I should say. So you can see here water did evaporate, which is, you know, boiling for that long. So let me see, I boiled them for, it took about 25 minutes or so, alright, to boil them. And I mean, they look pretty done to me. And as you can see here, like I said, they don't look all too great. Who knows how they'll taste, but I'm stuck with it, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So basically with this, I need 5 ounces of meat. So I have to weigh it out and then put it in my little containers over here, which I'm going to do now. Okay, so we're going to weigh this stuff out. Let's put the camera over here. Not sure, actually, you know what? Let's put it over here. You guys won't be able to see my face, but oh well. I know you guys are dying to see my face. So my scale here, I'm gonna turn it on. Let's put the Mountain Dew over. Put that on there. Change this to ounces. And take one of the brats, see how much it weighs. Ooh, 2.6 ounces. So what might happen here, that's 5.3. I think that's fine. So my main thing is this. I need 5 ounces. Need 5 ounces of this. There's only, and that took up 2 links. It's about 5 ounces. There is only 5 links in the package, so that means I'm gonna have I'm gonna be half a day short, basically. So what does that mean? It means that I plan for 3 days, so I gotta make up that that protein somehow, along with the fat that's associated with it. So what I'll probably do is just add more chicken. I should have plenty of chicken, or I hope I should. We already leftover chicken, I can add to that, maybe another shake. So I'll adjust accordingly, or peanut butter, who knows. So I'll adjust accordingly. I will adjust accordingly that 3rd day. So today's Wednesday. This is for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I'll prep again. And reason why I do 3 days at a time is, well, one, storage. All right, I can barely fit. I have a container for each meal. So 3 containers a day. 3 times 3 is 9 containers. I can barely fit that in my fridge as it is right now. To have a full week, which is 7 days, that would be 21 containers in my fridge. I don't have any room for 21 containers. I could do maybe 4 days, but it seems it's just easier to go to the store. For me, it works out better for me. Go to the store every 3 days, buy this, prep it. I'm good to go. Fits in my schedule real well. That's the main thing. Along with the second thing is the freshness. Now usually, in my opinion, once food is in there for like 6-7 days, it tends to lose that freshness. Depending on how you make it too and what you make, but I just think 3 days is a good point, especially like vegetables, stuff like that. I don't like eating old vegetables. I like eating fresh stuff. So just a little pet peeve of mine. So anyhow, so that's how I'll correct that problem. Also, that third day is gonna be on Saturday. So my schedule Saturday is not too bad. More flexible on the weekends when it comes to terms of my schedule. During the week, I'm pretty much strict on the scheduling, so it's hard to make room in there for changes. Anyhow, so I'm gonna weigh the rest of the stuff out, put the peppers on, and chicken should be done in about 10 minutes or so. Hope so. And I'll check back with you guys when that's done. Alright guys, just took the chicken out. Everything's weighed out with the brats and peppers, you can see here. Alright, right there, and right there. So 5 ounces of the turkey brats along with the bell peppers. Fortunately, this last one, like I said, only had 2.5 ounces of the brat, which is basically 1 link. So, and just so you guys know that usually, I did boil it, and before, I think 1 brat weighs 3.9 ounces before it's cooked. So obviously after it's cooked, it shrunk down to 2.5, and that's boiling. That's not even grilling it. So I imagine grilling it, you probably lose a lot more water, or it shrink down even more. So what I'm gonna do, like I said, on Saturday, I'll probably make up with it with maybe like some peanut butter. More likely just be peanut butter, that's easy. And then I'll be getting my macros for that. 1 ingredient missing that I'm going to do right now, after I show you guys the chicken, is bacon. Now, why bacon? So, I buy a lower, or actually, I don't have the package, it's actually left over. I buy a low sodium bacon. It is regular pork bacon. It helps me make up fat. Now I realize the bacon fat is not healthy fat. I realize that, but for what I'm eating, I have actually the macros up here. It's only 11 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein. Tastes good. And with the bacon, normally I bake it. However, I bought a new contraption, if you will. So I'll show you guys that in a little bit. So take a look at chicken. Chicken's all ready, all done. This cooked for 45 minutes, and it's pretty much, well done. It's maybe a little too done, because obviously when you microwave it in the future, you don't want it too dry. So I could probably left it in maybe 5 minutes, a little too long, but with chicken and pork, it's always good to overcook it versus undercook it so you don't get sick. Again, that's 5 ounces, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in containers as well. Clean up the pots or the pot, and then start on the bacon as well. And basically the pot I'm going to boil my spinach. I have 2 bags on boil, and that's going to go with my chicken breast at nighttime, my last meal. And then, like I said, I'll start on the bacon, and I'll show you guys that. Alright, so this is a lot more in detail than my first 2 meal prep videos. Those are sort of overview after everything was cooked. So I hope this helps a little more, or understand a little more about how I cook and how I prep stuff. So, and to be honest with you guys, I probably would do a lot more multitasking if I didn't have a camera, or if I had a cameraman. But since I'm trying to get good angles and organize this sort of in a way that It's easy to follow. It is taking me a little bit longer than I normally do this, so the chicken was cooking. So I've probably been cooking now for almost an hour, a little more than an hour. That would definitely cut down versus me grabbing the camera, explaining, and all this stuff. So anyhow, let me prep the bacon and get that ready. Let me clean this stuff up, package up the chicken, and I'll show you guys from there. Alright guys, got everything cleaned up. Got my chicken situated, and once again I did fail. My goal is always to prep for 3 days. Let me show you the chicken situation here. So as you can see, got 5 ounces in there, 5 ounces in here. So that's two servings, and unfortunately the third serving is this, 2.5. So here's the good news though. Good news is I'm set for Thursday and Friday. I know I have plenty of eggs, so I'm not worried about that as my first meal. Saturday, it's okay. I'm short. Okay. Saturday will be my refeed day. So with that in mind, I can drop fat, or I lower fats and raise my carbs up. So I'm okay on Saturday, the third day. All right. So I know in the future I gotta buy more, especially if I buy the brats again. So what I have now is water on here that's boiling. Like I said, I'm going to boil my spinach, and let me show you what I'm going to put in here. So I'm going to add just a little bit of salt, not too much, try and keep the sodium down. About that much. And then since the marinade I used for the chicken was garlic and herb, I am actually going to add, where is it? There we go, sorry. I'm going to add some onion herb to this boiling water. And this is salt-free, Mrs. Dash, really good. Alright, so let me see, that's how much I added, basically. Not too much. I'll probably add some more once I drain it. So, while that's going, I have my bacon set up. This is called bacon tray. Just pick this up. I'll give it a try. Directions say to cook for 1 minute in the microwave. I like my bacon extra crispy, so I'm probably gonna take a little bit longer. So let's just do 1 minute and see how this thing, see how well this thing actually cooks and works compared to you know, the oven. Like I said, I don't pan fry bacon. They're popping already. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm not gonna have you wait for a minute, so I'll show you when it's done. Oh man, it's popping. It's popping. It's popping. Hope this works. Kind of expensive for the amount I paid. We'll see if it works, right? We'll see what happens. Alright guys, so I had to do it a few more times. Well, I had to do what? I had to let me grab this towel. It's hot. I had to put it in for a minute. I did minute intervals. It took about 5 tries to get it to where I wanted the bacon. So like I said, I like my bacon crispy. If you're sort of, or if you're like, if you're a normal person, if you like bacon, if you like your bacon normal, you could probably do it for maybe 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, depending on the bacon. Turkey bacon is way different. That cooks a lot different because that's a lot less fat. So you can see here, really crispy, just like I like it. And for the last 2 weeks, I've been having bacon with my lunch, which is essentially turkey meat. So I think I'm gonna change it up. I think what I'm gonna do is, and this is almost done boiling or almost ready. the spinach in. Well, I'm gonna cut up the pieces of bacon, mix it in with my spinach, and that'll be part of my last meal, the chicken, along with the spinach with the bacon mixed in. So, actually, I think we're pretty good to go with that. So let me dump this in. Let's set this camera up. And with the bacon, guys, it's like I said, it's 3 slices that I have in 4 macros. Hopefully you guys see. Yeah. 3 slices. And I'm only going to make 2 servings for Thursday and Friday. Like I said, it's my refeed day. And I cut down my fats. So I won't need fats. Or minimize fats as low as I can. I probably have, what's I say? I won't have any peanut butter as well that day or nuts. So let's put the spinach in. And yes, 2 bags will fit in here. So I've done it before. Definitely is helpful to have a large pot. Just get a, I don't know if you guys can see, you guys can't, you really can't, but basically you put the spinach in. The corner right here. Put the spinach in. I push it down. As soon as you put it in, it's going to become fairly soft with boiling water. Let that sit in there. Alright. Then, go in the second bag. And you know, spinach for me, pretty easy to eat, digest. I like the taste of it. It really doesn't have that much taste, so compared to eating a lettuce. Get those micronutrients in you. Some people mix it in with their shakes, you know, because you really don't taste it. So, that's the reason why I like spinach compared to other veggies like broccoli. Broccoli makes me real gassy. Green beans are okay. They just tend to get boring after a while. Alright, so see that in there. Let that cook for a few. Alright, push this camera back up. So what I'm gonna do is horrible angle. What I'm gonna do is let that cook. Finish the bacon, and then start cutting the bacon up, mix in the spinach, and be good to go. Alright guys, spinach is all done, bacon's ready, and for the record, that bacon tray, microwave tray I got, how I rate it, it's definitely less messier, so that is a huge benefit. Another pro is that, yeah, I think it does cook fairly fast, you know, 5 minutes compared to how long, you know, it usually takes about 10 to 12 minutes in the oven when I cook it. And downside, it's kind of small, so you can fit 3 to 4 slices of bacon pretty comfortably on it. Price, it was like $6-7 bucks, so not too bad. Like I said, I think the convenience of ease of clean is pretty good. So, anyhow, back to the prepping. So, spinach is done now. Normally 2 bags of spinach for me is 3 servings. So, I'm gonna take 2 servings and eyeball it. I don't weigh it out, and I'll take that 3rd serving and just put it away for a later day, maybe for Sunday or something like that. I have 6 strips of bacon, 3. I have 1 serve for me is 3 strips, which again I'm going to cut up, mix it in with the spinach. So first things first, grab one of these chicken. All right, and then just eyeballing the spinach over here. You guys can't see that on the side. a little bit more. Don't want too much water, so I just let it sort of drip off in here. A little bit more. Again, I don't track macros when it comes to veggies. Well, this is potato. Potato is a veggie. Most of it's fiber and stuff like that, so I never have tracked it, I never will track it. Put it that way. Alright. A little bit more in here. Actually, a little more in the first one I did too. I thought about adding more seasoning to the final spinach, but I didn't. So I'm going to add bacon. Add plenty of flavor to it. So, scissors. Alright. Basically, I'm just cut up these pieces of bacon. Smaller pieces. Do this real quick. Before, I was just having 3 strips. Like I said, for lunch, or with my lunch, along with some 5 ounces of ground turkey breast. And that was about it. There's no veggies attached to that. This is going to my last meal of the day. Just 5 ounces chicken breast again, which was marinated. I realize there's some carbs attached to that, but it's so small. It's maybe 1 or 2 carbs that it's not going to affect me too much. You have the chicken, along with the spinach with the bacon mixed in there. Okay, so I mix that one up, and then put the spinach away, and then we just have one more meal to cook, and then we're done prepping. Technically it would have been for 3 days, but it's really 2. So we're almost done with the home stretch, down to the home stretch here. So when I start making that, I'll check back with you guys on that. All right, peace. All right, guys. Almost done with the prep. Right now we're going to mix. So I have my frying pan, non-cook. Woo, it's late, guys. It's been a long day. Non-stick cooking spray. All right. Sprayed it in, letting that warm up. So eggs. Now, a lot of people do use the liquid egg whites. Whoa. I'm getting a little crazy. Liquid egg whites. I do have some in the fridge. However, for this purpose, I am going to show you if you don't want to buy egg whites. Obviously, it's cheaper to buy regular eggs and take out the yolk. And I'll show you how I do that. Along with that, I'm going to mix in some mushrooms, right? And just salt and pepper, and then the turkey sausage. Normally I would add some bell peppers in here and some onions, but since I'm already having bell peppers with the turkey brats, along with a second serving of veggies with the spinach, I'm pretty good on my veggies. You know, I tell my clients at least 2 servings of veggies each day, so I'm hitting that. Mushrooms have some pretty good nutrients in it as well. So let's get started with the eggs. All right. I have my bowl here. Let me set the camera up so that. And basically, we're gonna do 4 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. All right. There's some good fats in the yolk of the egg. All right. So you take the egg. Obviously, crack it. And these are large eggs. Empty water bottle. Squeeze it. Let go of it, and it'll suck up the yolk just like that. Alright? I'm going to do this kind of quick. It says here my camera's running out of space. My phone is, I should say. I have like 3.5 minutes to film. Again. Guys, I realize there's other ways to get the yolk out. This is how I do it. Since I drink a ton of water, as everyone should. Alright. So one more egg white in here. A little bit. Yep. 2 whole eggs now. 1 and 2. My salt and pepper. Just a little bit of salt, not too much. Obviously, I'm getting a pretty good amount of sodium from the turkey sausage, along with the bacon, even though the bacon is lower sodium. So that won't go too crazy. Fork, just gonna mix it up. Now I like my eggs scrambled. I've always had. I also like omelets as well. So I mean, just make it to your liking. So that looks pretty good. Alright, so let's see. This pan's ready yet. Feel it. Alright, so I'll let the pan heat up. Basically, let that heat up, and then I'll throw in the eggs, let that cook for a little bit, and throw in the mushrooms, let that cook for a little bit, and then finally throw in the turkey sausage. So when that pan's ready, and I'm ready to throw the eggs in, or actually when I'm ready to throw the mushrooms in, I'll show you where they go from there. Alright? Alright guys, so just put the mushrooms in here. See that? Whoa. See that? Turkey sausage. So these are microwavable. 3 of them. Wrap in the paper towel. 1 minute. They're good. They're done. After that, good to go. And then I just cut them up like this. And we're just going to add them into the eggs like that. Alright. Oops. And while that was cooking, I already started getting my second batch of eggs ready, and that way we can finish up here. So once that's in there like that, what I like to do is just stir it up. Let's see, we probably put this over here now because that burner's not on. Okay, so spatula. Like I said, I would have cheese. I'm going to have cheese with this. 1 serving of shredded cheese, reduced fat shredded cheese. And I put that on after I microwave this in the morning. Because if you do it now and later on in the week when you microwave everything, your cheese is going to basically burn. And typically, all the meals I make, usually, they're not frozen. You know, they're kept in the fridge. It only take about a minute to heat up in the microwave, for the most part. Now with the eggs, another trick is you don't want to. You want to leave them a little bit not done, because when you cook in the microwave for a minute, it'll finish them. So that's actually pretty good. I'll leave that burner on, and then we're just going to put it in a container. Voila. Over there. So, I'm going to finish up the next 2 batches of eggs, and then I'll do a recap of everything that was done in this video. Alright? Alright guys, finally done. Everything took about 3.5, maybe 4 hours or so. It's about half tonight. Yeah. Anyhow. Alright, so I'm going to recap everything that was made. So, I'll start off in order of what I eat throughout the day. So, first meal of the day is 4 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, 3 sausage turkey links, and some mushrooms, along with 1 serving of reduced fat shredded cheese. Alright, so we made 1, 2, 3 of those. Alright, and then first snack after that is half a serving of almonds, which is 14 grams or half an ounce. Alright. Lunch. It is the turkey brat, 2 of them, or 5 ounces, be more if you want to go by weight, along with some bell peppers. Alright. And then to go with that, I probably will have some mustard. Obviously it's not honey mustard, because honey mustard has carbs and sugar. So mustard has, 0 calories, no carbs whatsoever. And Dijon, I believe, has 5 calories. I'm not exactly sure where those calories come from. There's no fat, no protein, no carbs, so interesting. I'll probably get some spicy mustard as well. Alright. My mid-afternoon snack is 1 serving of peanut butter, which is 2 tablespoons, all natural, along with 3 to 4 of these celery sticks. Alright. Last meal of the day is going to consist of spinach mixed in with some bacon, 3 strips of bacon, along with 5 ounces of chicken breast. Alright, and then obviously after I work out, I have a shake, 1 scoop away, and then before I go to bed, I have half a scoop away. So, anyhow, that is a full video on how I prep everything and the final outcome of it. So, does it save time? It saves me time with my schedule, and obviously you can expand this if you have more time to cook. Part of my issue is my kitchen isn't as big. Obviously I can't do nothing about it unless I move out or something like that. The second thing is I only have 1 pan. Alright, so obviously I can do something about that. I can buy another pan and multitask that way, buy more mixing bowls, stuff like that. However, like I said, I plan out every 3 days, to prep, and it's worked out for me so far. As you can see with this, I'm definitely curious to try out the new stuff, especially the bacon with the spinach, along with the turkey broth, see how those taste. So, hope you guys liked the video. Hope it helps you have an understanding of prepping and what you can do with various healthy foods, and mixing it up, making it interesting, so you're not eating just let's say chicken and rice, or chicken, rice, and French red hot sauce, something like that, or just plain eggs, plain egg whites. So it's always good to add veggies to add flavor to it. Seasoning works well too. So anyways guys, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comment below. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media outlets. Those links are down below too. Visit my website for any type of online coaching you may need, whether it's macro planning or training plans. Have all the stuff on the website. Don't forget to hit the like button, share out the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll check back with you guys later. Peace. Alright, let's start for breakfast. So breakfast I have a scramble. Alright, so this is basically mushrooms, bell peppers, onions, and 3 turkey sausage things. This is actually